Young men, listen to me. We live in a world where distractions are louder than purpose. You've been told you have time, that life will eventually figure itself out. But what if time is shorter than you think? What if September 2025 isn't just another date on the calendar, but a deadline, a wake-up call from heaven itself? Prophetic voices like Jonathan Cahn aren't talking about random events. They're warning us that seasons are shifting, that the world is trembling, and that you and I cannot keep living half awake. You feel it already, don't you? The emptiness after another shallow night, the ache when you scroll through your phone searching for something real, the frustration of failed connections, the silent weight that whispers, "Is this really all there is?" This is not about fear. It's about preparation, about waking up before it's too late. Because September 2025 may not mark the end of the world, but it could mark the end of your excuses, the end of your delay, the end of living without direction. Today, I want to speak to your soul, not the mask you wear, not the hustle you fake, but to the man deep inside, who knows he was created for more. Let's talk about heaven's deadline and why you must rise before it's too late. You know what's killing most men today. It's not poverty, it's not rejection, it's not even heartbreak. It's time slipping away without them noticing. We say, "I'll do it tomorrow, I'll fix my life next month, I'll get serious when I turn 30, and yet tomorrow becomes next year, and next year becomes regret. Here's the truth. September 2025 is less than 400 days away. That's not a lot of time. Think about the last 400 days of your life. Did they fly by? Yes, and the next 400 will too. That's the urgency I want you to feel, not fear, urgency. Because when Jonathan Cahn talks about prophetic warnings, he's not trying to scare you about the world ending. He's pointing to a truth. Every season has an expiration date, and the season you're in, the season of wasting time, of running in circles, of hiding from your own reflection, is coming to an end. I need you to hear this. You don't have forever to become the man you were meant to be. Heaven's deadline isn't about the calendar, it's about your character. It's about whether you'll finally wake up, look in the mirror and say, "No more wasting my life." You're not broken beyond repair. You're distracted beyond recognition. Every hour spent numbing your pain in apps, games, meaningless conversations, or dead end relationships is an hour stolen from your future. But here's the beautiful part. Urgency can create transformation. When you realize your time is limited, suddenly every decision matters. You stop tolerating half love. You stop wasting energy on people who don't value you. You start working like your future depends on it, because it does. Think about this. If you knew you only had 12 months to live, what would you change? Who would you forgive? What habits would you break? What dreams would you finally chase? That urgency is what I'm talking about. And if you start living that way today, September 2025 won't feel like a deadline. It'll feel like a launch pad, a moment where you can look back and say, "That was the year I stopped playing small. That was the year I finally woke up." That's why urgency isn't your enemy. It's your greatest ally, and it starts now. Let me be real with you. The world has mastered the art of stealing your attention. And you've probably been giving it away for free. Every scroll, every notification, every meaningless hour in front of a screen is robbing you of your greatness. Do you know what's crazy? Most men aren't even lazy, they're distracted. They're hustling for likes, chasing validation, drowning their pain in endless videos, but deep inside they know it's a trap. And yet they can't stop. Why? Because distraction feels easier than discipline. Let's call it what it is. Distraction is the enemy of destiny. You say you don't have time to build your business, to heal your trauma, to work on your body, but the truth is, you gave 2 hours to TikTok last night. You gave 3 hours to Netflix last weekend. You gave 10 years of your life to people who never truly loved you. And here's the part that hurts. Your purpose didn't wait. While you scrolled, your dreams withered. While you distracted yourself, your future slipped one step further away. But listen, I'm not here to shame you. I'm here to wake you up, because the same phone that distracts you can also transform you. That screen in your hand can be a prison, or it can be a passport. It depends on how you use it. Start small. Replace just 1 hour of scrolling with 1 hour of building. Turn your phone from a toy into a tool. Follow people who teach you, not just entertain you. Read, create. Learn, stretch your mind, because here's the truth. If you don't control your attention, someone else will. The algorithms are designed to make you a consumer, not a creator. And if you keep consuming, you will wake up one day and realize you gave your whole life to watching other people live theirs. But you're not called to be a spectator. You're called to be a builder, a leader, a man of impact. So cut the distractions before they cut you off from your destiny. Remember this, purpose requires focus, and focus requires sacrifice. You can't binge both Netflix and your dreams. You can't scroll through everyone else's life and expect to build your own. Choose wisely. September 2025 is coming fast, and distractions won't save you. Purpose will. There's something a lot of men won't admit out loud. They are lonely. Even the guys who look strong, successful, or surrounded by people, they go home to empty rooms, empty hearts, empty beds. And it's killing them inside. Let's be honest, dating today is brutal. Swiping, ghosting, shallow conversations, people treating each other like disposable options. It's left men feeling exhausted. Some of you have given up, telling yourselves love isn't real. Others chase one, night highs that never fill the hole inside. But at the root of it all is the same truth. You want connection. You want someone to see you, the real you, and stay. But here's where most men get it wrong. You keep looking for love to fix your loneliness. You think, if I just find the right woman, I'll feel whole. But relationships don't fix emptiness, they reveal it. If you're broken alone, you'll be broken together. That's why the first step isn't finding her. It's finding you, learning to sit with your own silence without reaching for another distraction. Building a life so fulfilling that love becomes a compliment, not a cure. Do you know what makes a man magnetic? Not abs, not a fat bank account, not smooth lines. It's wholeness. It's when a man knows who he is, walks in purpose, and doesn't beg for validation. That's when connection becomes real, and I'll say this, don't confuse loneliness with failure. Being single isn't a curse. Being emotionally lost is. Use this season to become the man you would want your future partner to meet. Work on your communication. Heal your wounds. Build your vision. Because the truth is, real love isn't found in swipes. It's built in alignment. And when you are aligned, the right connections will come naturally. So if you're tired of failed dates, broken promises, and nights spent wondering why you're not enough, I want you to hear this. You are enough. But you have to stop outsourcing your worth to someone else's approval. Heaven's deadline isn't just about the world. It's about you finally refusing to live empty. Connection starts within. And when you honor yourself, love will find you. Pain changes people. Some of you listening right now carry scars no one sees. Maybe it was betrayal. Maybe it was a father who never showed up. Maybe it was rejection after rejection that left you doubting your worth. And you've learned to hide it well. You joke about it, you laugh it off, you drown it in work or women or alcohol. But late at night, when no one is watching, that pain whispers, you'll never be enough. But here's the truth. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your teacher. It is the weight that, if lifted, will make you stronger. Every wound can either become a wall that cages you in, or a window that opens you to transformation. You see, men are taught to bury pain. Man up. Don't cry. Don't show weakness. And so we walk around like silent soldiers, bleeding inside while pretending to be fine. But here's the prophetic truth. Hidden wounds don't heal, they harden, and when they harden, they sabotage your future. What if instead of running from pain, you faced it? What if you allowed yourself to feel it, to process it, to wrestle with it until it becomes fuel? Because every great man you admire, every leader, every hive, Al, you man, every prophet has turned pain into power. Think about it. Jonathan Cahn speaks from a place of spiritual urgency because he has seen brokenness. He has seen the cost of ignoring God's call. His pain became his pulpit, and the same can happen to you. So here's the choice. Will your pain keep you bitter, or will it make you better? Will you use it as an excuse to quit, or as energy to rise? I want you to write this down. Your pain is the birthplace of your purpose. The thing that hurt you most may be the very thing you're called to heal in others. That heartbreak, it can teach you how to love deeper. That rejection, it can teach you resilience. That failure, it can shape your wisdom. Men, stop numbing your pain. Stop running from it. Sit with it. Learn from it. Then rise above it. Because if you don't, September 2025 will come, and you'll still be carrying yesterday's wounds into tomorrow's battles. But if you transform your pain into power, heaven's deadline won't find you broken. It'll find you ready. When we talk about being high value, most men immediately think of two things: money and looks. Get ripped, stack cash, drive a nice car, and suddenly you're valuable. That's what the culture says, right? But let me tell you the truth. That's not real value, that's image. Because here's the reality. A man with money but no integrity is just a rich coward. A man with abs but no discipline is just a walking mannequin. True value isn't about what you own, it's about who you are. Think about it, the men who shift history, who inspire movements, who women and men alike respect, they're not just attractive or wealthy, they carry depth, they carry vision, they carry discipline, courage, character. That's what makes a man high value. Let me be blunt, money fades, looks fade, but your integrity, your resilience, your purpose, that lasts. When you build yourself from the inside out, you stop chasing validation. You become the kind of man people can trust, the kind of man women feel safe with, the kind of man other men respect. So how do you get there? Start with your standards. Stop lowering them just to fit in. Stop tolerating environments that shrink you. Stop selling your soul for attention. A high value man doesn't settle for cheap thrills. He builds lasting legacy. Here's another truth. Being high value means being useful. What problem are you solving? What weight are you carrying? How are you making the world better? Because a man who contributes nothing is a man who feels nothing. Purpose and contribution are what give you weight in this world. And yes, build your body. Train your mind. Secure your finances, but don't stop there. Build your character, build your spirit, build your ability to love, to lead, to inspire. That's the man heaven calls high value. Jonathan Cahn's warning reminds us that time is running short. If you want to rise, rise now. Don't waste September 2025 chasing clout or shallow connections. Build value that lasts beyond the deadline. Be the man who walks into the storm unshaken because he knows who he is. That's real value, and now we come full circle. Heaven's deadline, September 2025. What does it mean? Is it the end of the world? Maybe not, but it could be the end of your world as you know it. The end of excuses, the end of delay, the end of wasting your life like you've got forever. Prophets like Jonathan Cahn are sounding alarms. They're saying, wake up, the time is shorter than you think. And whether you believe in prophecy or not, the truth is undeniable. Your time on this earth is finite. One day you will breathe your last breath, and the question isn't when, it's were you ready. Living ready doesn't mean living scared. It means living with purpose. It means not wasting hours on distractions. It means not drowning in shallow relationships. It means not burying your pain, but transforming it. Living ready means building a life that will echo beyond your own years. Men, hear me, heaven's deadline is not about doom. It's about destiny. It's about you waking up before time runs out. Imagine looking back in September 2025 and saying, that was the moment I changed. That was the season I rose. That was the year I stopped playing small and finally became who I was created to be. That's the opportunity in front of you, to stop drifting, to stop delaying, to stop wasting time, to step into purpose, into value, into legacy. The world is trembling, systems are shaking, distractions are multiplying, but you don't have to go down with the noise. You can rise above it. You can live ready. And when heaven looks at you when the deadline comes, it won't matter what car you drove, how many women you dated, or how many likes you got. What will matter is this: did you live with purpose? Did you love with depth? Did you rise when it was easier to fall? September 2025 is coming. Heaven's deadline is approaching. The question is simple: will you be ready? Men, hear me, heaven's deadline isn't a date to fear, it's a call to rise. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to decide today. No more excuses, no more delay. If this message spoke to you, don't just sit with it. Act on it. Share this video with a brother who needs to wake up. Comment below the one decision you're making today. And subscribe, because I'll keep reminding you your story isn't over, but your time is precious.